I'm going to do a little super quick presentation today where I'm going to talk a little bit about hybrid teaching, and I'm going to show you 3 ideas. Now, for each of these ideas, I have made a video to show you exactly how to do and follow these ideas. So at the end, I will have a special link or an email address that if you send me an email, automatically you will get a handout that will give you much more detail about the 3 ideas that I'm going to show you. So this is a very practical session. I'm going to show you the ideas in action as quickly as I can, and hopefully you'll find it interesting and you'll want to get the handout as well, because the handout should be really quite useful to you. I'm just going to quickly just go through a couple of things. And also the technologies I'm going to show you today, if you're teaching back in a normal class or you're teaching fully online, these will also be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so one of the things that we want to try to do in a hybrid class really is to try to work out activities that the students at home and the students in the class can do at the same time. So whenever I'm planning a hybrid class or helping other teachers to plan it, I'm always looking at the types of activities that are very quick and easy to set up with the students at home and the students in the classroom. So that's one way to think about hybrid. The other key way to think about hybrid is to remember that the homework can always be the same. So what you do with the students in the class and for homework, in the class and at home, so that those students that you've got in class and those students that you might have on Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Classroom or whatever, is to think, well, okay, I'm building up to a homework activity that I'm going to ask the students to do for homework. Maybe listen to a video, maybe do a listening, maybe read an article, maybe to complete some grammar, maybe to record themselves speaking, etc. So always think about what activities you can do in the class which will work both in the class and online, but also think very carefully about what you can do, that you can set up an activity that will get the students kind of doing the same homework. And that is another way to think about it. And I'm going to show you some ideas. I'm going to just quickly jump over. And the first idea I'm going to show you, and something I absolutely love, is called Google Earth. And Google Earth is a great technology to use with your students. It's completely free. If you go to Google, you can get Google Earth. You can also download Google. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick example of what you can do with this. And this works really well if you're working from your Macmillan books. So for example, I'm going to search for Big Ben. So I'm going to do a search for Big Ben London. I click on the screen and immediately we zoom off to Big Ben. It's so easy to use this tool. So let's say in the book there was something about London and you wanted to show the students London, then this is a great tool. And the good thing is this will work in a hybrid class because you can do the presentation in class, but also students can be watching on Zoom. And the lovely thing about working with this is, let's say you've got a certain topic in your book and you want to bring that place to life. You want to show the students, okay, today's lesson's about Big Ben or it's about the house's apartment. Let's go and visit. Now, you only need a couple of controls. This allows you to move in closer. This button allows you to move out. And you can also click here on what we call 2D view or 3D view. And this is a great way of doing a presentation. Yeah, so I might want to say, okay, here we got the River Thames. Here we've got the Houses of Parliament. Here we've got what's called the London Eye. Okay, this here is Westminster Bridge. We call this part of London the South Bank. And this over here is Westminster Pier. Now, what I can do is really easy. See, I can move into this view and look from the top, or I can click and get this fantastic 3D view. And I can click and stop at any time, and I can move and show the students all different places and say, okay, well, this is Waterloo Station here behind the London Eye, etc. And you can do this for literally millions of places in the world. I've done lessons where I've showed students where I went on holiday. I've done one about Niagara Falls. I've done one about the Empire State Building. I've done one about a recent event I did in Thailand. It was actually a while ago now, but you can really use this technology so easily. And watch this, you can also take a little man and just grab him and even drop him down. And so you can bring your students down to ground level and say, okay, let's have a look at Westminster Palace. Here's the palace. Okay, blah, 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 blah. You can really bring places to life. And it's such an easy technology to use, and so easy to use when you're doing a hybrid class. Just to give you another example, I'm gonna search for Niagara Falls. I just click on the button and straight away we fly away from London and we zoom across the Atlantic, and now bang, we're in to Canada and America, right on the border. Again, I can zoom in and make use of, if you're working with your Macmillan book and there's something about Niagara Falls, or there's something about New York, or there's something about the pyramids, or there's something of wherever you want to go in the world, then you know, you can use this tool. And if I click again on 3D view, look at this fantastic 3D view that we get of Niagara Falls. Now, it's actually a place that I've never been to, and I can even click on the screen. So great technology. And in the handout, I've got a video that just shows you quickly how to use Google Earth. If you've got a slow internet connection, you can download Google Earth. It works in exactly the same way. So number one, make use of Google Earth in a hybrid class, but also great in a lesson as well with your students. Right, I'm going to show you another technology now, and this is something that we all use, but I'm just going to show you a couple of things that maybe you don't realize about this technology. We've come over to look at YouTube, but I'm going to just show you something now that perhaps you're not aware of. I'm going to write in, let's imagine that we're doing a lesson on shopping in English. So I'm going to write shopping in English. Okay, I'm going to press enter, and we're going to get loads and loads of videos that we can use in shopping in English. But what we can do is we can be much more specific about the videos that we find. So we can click on this filters button. And if we click on that, we have the option, for example, to say, I only want videos with subtitles. Particularly if you're teaching in the class and you're doing a video that's a bit more difficult than the level, it's great to be able to use the subtitles. Okay, now we can also even click on filters and say, well, I only want videos that are between 4 and 20 minutes. Okay, so I can then even filter for more specific videos. So let's take this first one here. I'm going to click on it because I'm going to show you a couple of brilliant tricks that you can do if you find a video that's got a transcript. So let's just wait for the advert, the annoying adverts that we get. There, we can skip it now. Let's just skip it. Okay. Look at this. So now what you've got is a video in English with the subtitles in English. Now this is really useful. Again, great because YouTube is easy to use in a hybrid class. You can play the video in the lesson, but you can also allow the students to access the video or share the video on Zoom or on Microsoft Teams. But look at this, very simple little technique. You can click here and open up the transcript and have the transcript on the side. So you can actually have the transcript here. So you've got the transcript underneath, but you've also got the transcript here, which you can easily copy if you want to copy certain parts of the transcript or make an activity from the transcript, okay, gap fill activity or whatever. But this is even more important. Watch this. You can use the transcript to jump to specific parts of the video. So if I click here, it will jump to that part of the video. Now, if I play the video, I'm going to click again. I can jump to any part of the video. Watch this. So wherever you click on the transcript, it will play that part of the video. And that can be absolutely brilliant if you're doing a hybrid lesson. Because you can, if you want, share the link with the students and give them control. And you can say to them, okay, you can watch the video for the next 2 or 3 minutes with the transcripts, check it on anything you don't understand, look it up in the dictionary, etc. And then we're going to do an activity. Or you can use it and play the video in the class with the students and make sure that the transcripts are on. It's a really useful thing. The button is here. Now, Actually, in YouTube, there are many other language learning features that teachers don't often know about. And in the handout at the end, I'm going to cover 5 of my favorites, including this one, but I also include 5 other tips for working with YouTube videos, which are ideal for hybrid classes, and also ideal, for example, for homework, because if you prepare some activities in the class with the students, and then for homework, the students can watch a video. So that's my tip number 2, working with YouTube. Now, I have a website, teachertrainingvideos.com. Many teachers use it. I make videos to show teachers how to use technology. And every year I have a vote on the most popular technology. And the winner this year, and I'm sure many of you already know this technology, but I'm going to show you it, is WordWall. WordWall has 36 games, 36 language learning games. And if we click very quickly, and it's a great for hybrid, and you'll see why in a moment. If I click on create an activity, you've got gap fill, you've got put the words in the right order, you've got unjumble, you've got match, you've got random wheel questions, you've got anagrams, you've got word search, you've got all sorts of games, Palmanism, True or False, Balloon Pop, Maze, the whole lot. And these games are super quick to play. Now, we haven't got time to actually do one together, but I'm going to show you a game. I've got a little one here that I've just made. It's called Adverbs, most to least. And if I click on this, all the students have to do in this particular activity, and I'll show you in a minute how you share these games. It's so easy to make these games, is that they go from always in this one, okay, and then we'd have very often, and then we'd have often, and then we'd have sometimes, and then we would have occasionally, and then we'd have rarely, and then we'd have, sorry, very rarely, and then never. Okay, and I can submit and get my feedback. Did I get that right or wrong? Okay, you can see what I like about this is it's so quick to share the game with the students. So for example, if I make a game, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a game in a minute. If I click on set assignment, and I'm in a hybrid class, and I click on start, I can share the link with the students. Just click on copy and share that link so that the students online can just click on the link and play the game. But I can also click here, and if the students have a mobile phone in the class, they can just copy, take a picture of the QR code and play the game as well. So the idea is that both groups of students are doing the same activity. Now, the wonderful thing about WordWall is that if you click on my results, is that you get instant results on all the activities that you do. So for example, here I've got an activity that I did with 73 students. And if I click on that activity, I can see the results, who got it wrong, which questions they got right. I've got all the details here. Okay, second question they got wrong, so I might want to do some revision, etc. What I like particularly about WordWall is it's quick and easy to make the activities. Let me quickly show you just how you can make one. I'll click on create activity, and I'm going to click on unjumble. Okay, and I'll just do a couple of sentences, and I'm going to say, I live, let's say we're practicing the present simple. I live in Poland. I'm just going to write a couple of sentences, one more, add a phrase, and I'm going to say, I speak Spanish and French. Okay, so I won't do any more sentences because we're just doing this really quickly. I just want you to see how easy it is to make activities. I could do more and more sentences, all in the present simple. Click on done, and the game is instantly ready. And if I start this game, this is a lovely game where the students have to put the sentences in order. This is great after doing a listening, after maybe reading an article from your Macmillan book. I live in Poland. Okay, and then the next sentence would come on the screen again, and I would have to say, I speak Spanish and French, and I complete the sentences. One website with more than 30 games. Now, you can use WordWall for free for up to 5 games. But remember, those 5 games, you can edit them and adapt them for other classes. So you can't, when you make a game in Edmodo, you can edit it and use it again in a different class, at a different level, with different language. I have something like about 70,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. This website this year was voted #1. Okay, those are 3 key tips. 1, Google Earth, completely free. 2, YouTube, completely free. Make sure you use the transcripts. Number 3, Wordwall. I promised you there is a handout. Now I'm just going to jump over to that handout. If I just simply open up the handout onto the screen, let me just get it up here onto the screen here. Okay, one second, if I can get it. For some reason, I can't get it up on the screen at the moment. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can get it this way here. Sorry, it's not opening up on the screen. It's a bit annoying, but anyway. Okay, lovely. Yeah. If you come to this page here to just come over to email me at russellhandout@gmail.com. Write the subject Macmillan, because today's talk was sponsored by Macmillan. Say hello to me. Just say, hi, I am blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. Automatically, I will send you a handout. It will be automatic. That's got a video to show you how to use Google Earth, a video how to show you different things for YouTube, and a video to show you in detail how to use Wordwall so that you can learn those 3 technologies and make use of them in your hybrid class. So that's all you need to do. russellhandout@gmail.com. Just write the subject Macmillan. Big thank you to Macmillan for sponsoring this talk today and for inviting me to come along. I hope that was useful. I think I've gone about 2 minutes or a minute over. I hope that's okay. So don't forget, if you want that handout, thank you very much. And I'll stop sharing now. Thank you very much.